You all took the Whiteley test, which is a test for hypochondriasis, to test whether or not you are hypochondriacs.
The test was a bit of a stupid test, though.
The tests are, aren't they, as a rule? What was particularly stupid about it?
Well, every question in the test, you had to answer 1 to 3, 4, 5, and 1 meant not at all, 2 meant a little bit, 3 moderately, 4 quite a lot, 5 loads and loads.
Yeah.
And then one of the questions was, do you worry about your health a lot? And so how can you answer moderately to I moderately worry about my health a lot. I worry about my health a lot a little bit. I worry about my health a lot. I mean, the answers didn't go with the questions.
No, you're right, they didn't think it through, did
no,
they?
and it's all, I mean, how long did they spend on it? 3 minutes? Because if it was 4, they're idiots.
OK, here we are. Ross, you scored 20.
Right.
And any score between 14 and 28 is not a hypochondriac.
Right.
Don't worry about your health. You don't think there's something wrong with your body?
But I am terrified that a giant Richard Whiteley's going to kill me with a clipboard.
Yes. So they should have asked that question, shouldn't they?
My tendency with those things is to put the thing basically all the way through the middle.
Yes.
Do you want to kill children moderately? Don't want to be too much either way.
This test is all about how much you're worried about your health.
Yes.
But the results are meaningless unless we also have medicals. Because it may be that Ross is at death's door, in which case he's an idiot for being so lame.
That's true.
Or it may be that one of us who's come out as obsessed with our health is also at death's door, in which case that's a very sane response.
Once again, your relentless, urgent and slightly worried logic is making this a nonsense.
Ruining the programme.
No, it's
again,
not. It's absolutely spot on. But
I didn't read the questions.
Didn't you?
No, because you always put 5. That's the point of all those things, don't you? I'm always absolutely terrified of it or not bothered at all.
This explains why Alan is a mild hypochondriac, Ross is not a hypochondriac, David is a borderline hypochondriac, and you are dangerously.
Well, actually, I am. I didn't know that it was about hypochondria, because, as I say, I didn't read the questions, but I am. I've got every single disease there is. I mean, really every one.
Are you telling me you've got elephantitis?
Yes, of the scrotum. I've got a twisted testicle, a hideous skin disease, 2 slit discs, a very...
And a partridge!
I've got every conceivable disease there is.
With those testicular torsions, if that keeps going, you get to a point, if it's not treated, it's like winding up elastic band. It just... your willy goes... you take off like an aeroplane.
Make sure you got plenty of room.
I went outside for a cigarette before the show, and I thought, for once, I'm not going to get lung cancer because I'm wearing this.
You know who I feel sorry for the most? Is construction working goths. Because they love a black outfit. That's what they have to wear. But they've got to earn a living, and this goes against everything they stand for. It's not fair.
But these are reflective, so they could have, you know, just the reflective.
Would you want a reflective goth? I would.
Yeah.
I'd like one in my house. Bring out the reflective goth.
Emos are quite dark as well, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're not the full. They're not the full goth. I'd love to see an act called Rod Hull and Emo. You gonna attack someone? No. Just be in my room.
But anyway.
The other thing about this test is, it's got a failure rate of...
His test is?
No,
oh, I see, sorry, yes. His test.
This is plus or minus 11.
If you have a score of 21 plus or minus 7, you're not. But if it's 44 plus or minus 11, then you are.
What am I, just for the record?
Extremely, dangerously hypochondriac.
But I am.
You should see a doctor at once about your hypochondria.
Because I found out the other day that not everybody thinks about death constantly.
Yeah, it's a worry when you discover that. I know exactly what you mean. You assume what you feel is what everyone feels.
Yes.
It says, do you have aches and pains, or think you have aches and pains, or think about having aches and pains, or something like that. But I do actually have got aches and pains.
Well, then, you see, that was sort of David's point, that it is, I mean, everybody...
If I hadn't fessed up to my actual aches and pains...
No, I think...
I wouldn't be hypochondriac.
Part of what is hypochondria is people not expecting to have aches and pains and thinking, therefore, it's very serious. I mean, the first sign of a hypochondriac is someone who, if they have a headache, thinks it's a brain tumour.
It's an aneurysm. I had one about an hour ago. Thank you. An aneurysm. An aneurysm? No, it's an aneurysm. I could feel the artery going... right in the middle of my agony.
And did it go right down into your testicles?
No. I've got anyway, but I've definitely had one earlier, because I don't have... most people have headaches. I have savage pains like lightning bolts.
Most people have headaches, but your headaches are actually in your head.
They're fine.
You know what you mean? People moan about their sore knees, and you sort of go, it's not the same as when it's my knee.
And what does it, with this test, what does it mean if you write the answers in your own blood? That'd mess with their heads, wouldn't it?
It would.
Not as bad as if you write them in somebody else.
No, that would be...
My favourite question on there, sorry, was it says... I can't remember it now.
Oh.
Do you suffer from forgetfulness?
What was it about?
It says, if you don't feel very well, do you get annoyed when someone says you look like you're getting better?
That's an interesting one, that.
Yeah, I feel terrible. Well, you look all right. You feel ill. Yeah, but you look fine. Look.
If a disease is brought to your attention through radio, TV or newspapers, do you worry about getting it yourself?
No.
You don't? No, so when you read about a flesh-eating thing in some newspaper...
What flesh-eating thing?
Yeah. No.